The next time you enter a temple of Gautam Buddha, just sit silently, watch the statue. Because the statue has been made in such a way, in such proportions that if you watch it, you will fall silent. It is a statue of meditation, is not concerned with Gautam Buddha. That's why all those statues look alike. Mahavira, Gautam Buddha, Neminatha, Adinatha, the 24 Tirthankaras of the Jainas. In the same temple, you will find 24 statues all alike, exactly alike. In my childhood, I used to ask my father, "Can you explain to me how it is possible that 24 persons are exactly alike, the same size, the same nose, the same face, the same body?" And he used to say, "I don't know." I'm always puzzled myself that there is not a bit of difference. And it is almost unheard of. There are not even two persons in the whole world who are alike. What to say about 24? But as my meditation blossomed, I found the answer, not from anybody else. I found the answer that these statues have nothing to do with the people. These statues have something to do with what was happening inside those 24 people. And that happening was exactly the same. We have not bothered about the outside. We have insisted that only the inner should be paid attention to. The outer is unimportant. Somebody is young, somebody is old, somebody is black, somebody is white, somebody is man, somebody is woman. It does not matter. What matters is that inside there is an ocean of silence. In that oceanic state, the body takes a certain posture. You have observed it yourself, but you have not been alert. When you are angry, have you observed? Your body takes a certain posture. In anger, you cannot keep your hands open in anger, the fist. In anger, you cannot smile, or can you? With a certain emotion, the body has to follow a certain posture. So those statues are made in such a way that if you simply sit silently and watch, and then close your eyes, a negative shadow image enters into your body, and you start feeling something I have not felt before. Those statues and temples were not built for worshiping. They were built for experiencing. They are scientific laboratories. They have nothing to do with religion. A certain secret science has been used for centuries, so the coming generations could come in contact with the experiences of the older generations. Not through books, not through words, but through something that goes deeper. Through silence, through meditation, through peace. As your silence grows, your friendliness, your love grows. Your life becomes a moment-to-moment dance, joy, a celebration. Have you ever thought about why all over the world, in every culture, in every society, there are a few days in the year for celebration? These few days for celebration are just a compensation. Because these societies have taken away all the celebration of your life. And if nothing is given to you in compensation, your life can become a danger to the culture. Every culture has to give some compensation to you so that you don't feel completely lost in misery, in sadness. But these compensations are false. Firecrackers and colored lights cannot make you rejoice. They are only for children. For you, they are just a nuisance. But in your inner world, there can be a continuity of lights, songs, joys. Always remember that society compensates you when it feels that the repressed may explode into a dangerous situation if it is not compensated. The society finds some way of allowing you to let out the repressed, but this is not true celebration, and it cannot be true. True celebration should come from your life, in your life. And true celebration cannot be according to the calendar that, on the 1st of November, you will celebrate. Strange, the whole year you are miserable, and on the 1st of November, suddenly you come out of misery dancing? Either the misery was false, or the 1st of November is false. Both cannot be true. And once the 1st of November is gone, You are back in your dark hole, everybody in his misery, everybody in his anxiety. Life should be a continuous celebration. A festival of lights the whole year round. Only then can you grow up, can you blossom. Transform small things into celebration. For example, in Japan, they have the tea ceremony. In every Zen monastery and in every person's house. Who can afford it? They have a small temple for drinking tea. Now tea is no longer an ordinary profane thing. They have transformed it into a celebration. The temple for drinking tea is made in a certain way, in a beautiful garden, with a beautiful pond. Swans in the pond, flowers all around. Guests come and they have to leave their shoes outside. It is a temple. And as you enter the temple, you cannot speak. You have to leave your thinking and thoughts and speech outside with your shoes. You sit down in a meditative posture and the host, the woman who prepares tea for you. Her movements are so graceful, as if she is dancing, moving around. Preparing tea, putting cups and saucers before you as if you are gods. With such respect, she will bow down and you will receive it with the same respect. The tea is prepared in a special samovar, which makes beautiful sounds, a music of its own. And it is part of the tea ceremony that everybody should listen, first to the music of the tea. So everybody is silent, listening, birds chirping outside in the garden and the samovar. The tea is creating its own song. A peace surrounds. When the tea is ready and it is poured into everybody's cup, you are not just to drink it the way people are doing everywhere. First, you will smell the aroma of the tea. You will sip the tea as if it has come from the beyond. You will take time. There is no hurry. Somebody may start playing on the flute or on the sitar. An ordinary thing, just tea, and they have made it a beautiful religious festival. Everybody comes out of it nourished, fresh, feeling younger, feeling juicier. And what can be done with tea? Can be done with everything, with your clothes, with your food. People are living almost in sleep otherwise. Every fabric, every cloth has its own beauty, its own feel. If you are sensitive, then the clothing is not just to cover your body. Then it is something expressing your individuality. Something expressing your taste, your culture, your being. Everything you do should be expressive of you. It should have your signature on it. Then life becomes a continuous celebration. Even if you fall sick and you are lying in bed, you will make those moments of lying in bed. Moments of beauty and joy, moments of relaxation and rest, moments of meditation, moments of listening to music or to poetry. There is no need to be sad that are sick. You should be happy that everybody is in the office and you are in your bed like a king. Relaxing. Somebody is preparing tea for you. The samovar is singing a song. A friend has offered to come and play flute for you. These things are more important than any medicine. When you are sick, call a doctor. But more important, call those who love you because there is no medicine. More important than love. Call those who can create beauty, music, poetry around you. Because there is nothing that heals like a mood of celebration. Medicine is the lowest kind of treatment, but it seems we have forgotten everything. So we have to depend on medicine and be grumpy and sad, as if you are missing some great joy that you were having in the office. In the office, you are miserable. Just one day off and you cling to misery too. You won't let it go. Make everything creative, make the best out of the worst. That's what I call the art of living. And if a man has lived his whole life, making every moment and every phase of it a beauty, a love, a joy, naturally, his death is going to be the ultimate peak of his whole life's endeavor. The last touches. His death is not going to be ugly. as it ordinarily happens every day to everyone. If death is ugly, that means your whole life has been a waste. Death should be a peaceful acceptance, a loving entry into the unknown, a joyful goodbye to old friends, to the old world. There should not be any tragedy in it. One Zen master, Lin Chi, was dying. Thousands of his disciples had gathered to listen to the last sermon. But Lin Chi was simply lying down, joyous, smiling, but not saying a single word. Seeing that he was going to die and he was not saying a single word, somebody reminded Lin Chi, an old friend. A master in his own right, he was not a disciple of Lin Chi. That's why he could say to him, "Lin Chi, have you forgotten that you have to say your last words? I have always said your memory isn't right. You are dying. Have you forgotten?" Lin Chi said, "Just listen." And on the roof, 2 squirrels were running, screeching. And he said, "How beautiful," and he died. For a moment, when he said, "Just listen," there was absolute silence. Everybody thought he was going to say something great. But only 2 squirrels fighting, screeching, running on the roof. And he smiled and he died. But he has given his last message: don't make things small, and big, trivial, and important. Everything is important. At this moment, Lin Chi's death is as important as the 2 squirrels running on the roof. There is no difference. In existence, it is all the same. That was his whole philosophy, his whole life's teaching, that there is nothing that is great, and there is nothing that is small. It all depends on you, what you make out of it. Start with meditation, and things will go on growing in you. Silence, serenity, blissfulness, sensitivity. And whatever comes out of meditation, try to bring it out in life. Share it, because everything shared grows fast. And when you have reached the point of death, you will know there is no death. You can say goodbye. There is no need for any tears of sadness. Maybe tears of joy, but not of sadness. But you have to begin from being innocent. So first, throw out all crap that you are carrying, and everybody is carrying so much crap. One wonders, for what? Just because people have been telling you that these are great ideas, principles. You have not been intelligent with yourself. Be intelligent with yourself. Life is very simple. It is a joyful dance. And the whole earth can be full of joy and dance. But there are people who are seriously vested in their interest that nobody should enjoy life, that nobody should smile, that nobody should laugh, that life is a sin, that it is a punishment. How can you enjoy life when the climate is such that you have been told continually that it is a punishment, that you are suffering because you have done wrong things, and it is a kind of jail where you have been thrown to suffer? I say to you, life is not a jail, it is not a punishment. It is a reward, and it is given only to those who have earned it, who deserve it. Now it is your right to enjoy it will be a sin if you don't enjoy. It will be against existence if you don't beautify it, if you leave it just as you have found it. No, leave it a little more fragrant,